Welcome you all, Kritika here. In this video, we are going to learn about text box in Windows Form application. Text box can be used in three ways here. You can use this to receive single line input and then multi-line input, and third one is password. Single line input means the user is going to type the data in single line, name, age, qualification, likewise. Multi-line input means address, some descriptions. So here and all the user will be typing more than one line of data. Third one, password. So whatever the user types, that should not be shown in the runtime. So a single text box can be used in three ways here. So let's see how it can be used. So let me place three text box here to show the difference between single line input, multi-line input, and then password. So once you place the control, the next thing to be done is you have to assign a name for your control. So my suggestion is you have to give name in such a way that it should consist of two parts. First one should reveal what type of control it is, and second one what data it is going to hold. See, for example, here I have given three text boxes. Suppose I am giving the name as text box 1, text box 2 and text box 3, and I want to check whether the password is MCA or not. So how will I check while coding? So do I have to refer the design phase? So it's highly not possible. Suppose you have only 2 or 3 controls, means you can easily refer. Suppose you're having more than 10 and 15 controls in your form, how will you check which control belongs to which name? So for that, better assign the name not only to text box, to any control, like this. Suppose it is going to be a text box means, so start it with txt. So this txt refers it is the text box. Second part, so the text box is going to hold a username, means I can give the name as name, so which clearly shows that so this is a text box and this text box is going to hold a name in it. Suppose it is a password means txt name. Likewise, you can do it for any control. So here let's give name like this. The first text box, since it is going to be a single line input, so I'm going to receive name in this. So I'm changing the name as txt name. Second text box, to show you the multi-line input where it is going to assign, it is going to hold an address. So text box add. Third one is going to hold a password. So name txt pass. So when you see this, it is clearly known that it is a text box and the data it is going to hold. Okay, next one, the properties to be changed. First one is single line input. So you have to change the property called multi-line. Actually, by default, it is false only. So you can accept as it is, because when you are giving it as false, you can receive only single line input. Second one, second text box is going to hold address. So we have to change the property. So change the property value to be true. So previously it is false for single line. It is true for multi-line. You can see the changes in the form. So you can enlarge the size. Okay. Third one is password. The property to be changed for this is password character. So you cannot have multi-line to be true here. Password, normally you'll be having star as a character. You can have the same star, or you can change it to be hash, dollar, or anything else like that. So whenever you type a character, so this will be shown in the runtime. So let's see how it is working first. So first one, to receive single line input. So I'm typing the name and I'm pressing the enter, which is not accepting since it is single line input. Second one, I'm giving the college name, enter. So it is going to the second line because it is multi-line input. Third one, it is password. So whatever is typed, the thing shown will be dollar only. Okay. So hope you are clear with this. So the text box can be used either to receive single line input, multi-line input, or it can be used to receive the password. Okay. So now we'll see a simple example. So in this example, we are going to get the weekday number from the user and we are going to display the respective week name. That is, when the user gives the input as 0, you're going to display it as Sunday, and if it is 1 means Monday. So likewise, you're going to do it. Let's see how to program that one. So for that, I need two label, two text box, and one button. So let me place it, and one button. Okay, so let me enlarge it. Let's change the caption, that is text. So click label 1. So here I'm giving it as enter the week number. Okay, second label, to show the week name of that respective of the number. So this is week name, and then button, I'm changing the text as show the name of the week number, and also change the name of the button. So since it is button, btn show. So let me increase the size. Okay, then first text box name, so let me change it as text week nr, that is week number. Second text box name txt week name, nm means name. It is up to you. Okay, so now after typing the week number, once I click the button, I should get the result. So I have to write the coding in the buttons click event. So directly double click the button, coding window will be open. So first thing is you have to receive the value from the first text box, then you have to process it, then the output should be shown in the second text box. So first thing to be done is you have to receive the input from the first text box. So how will you receive? So text box name, it is, see here, you can clearly identify this. So first text box is for week name, second text box is for week number. So now we are going to receive only for week number dot text. So now you have received it. But next thing to be noted is, so this is going to be the number, so you have to convert the string to number. Already we have discussed about this in our previous video. So since it is going to hold number, so declare the variable of type integer, and then bnr is our choice. So to convert it, convert class dot toInt method. Inside the bracket, you have to give the string to be converted. So it is there in the first text box. So it is given, ended with a semicolon. So now you have received the week number as a text and it is converted to integer. Second thing is you have to do the process. So when the week number is 0, the string is to be Sunday. So for that, we are going to use switch case. So already you know the syntax of switch case, but let me recollect it once again. So switch, inside the bracket expression, and it can hold n number of cases. So it is case 1 or 0, whatever it is. So after the thing what is to be displayed is given, you have to give break keyword. Likewise, you have to give it for all the cases, and at last one default option. So because when the user types the number which is not in our hold, can use this default. Okay, so coming back to the coding, so switch, so I have to compare. So if the value is 0, the text should be changed. So where is the value available? So in week number. So switch week number, and then case. First, when it is 0, so 0 is the case, first case, and what I have to do in the second text box, I have to assign the value as Sunday. Then it is break to come out of the switch case. So likewise, you have to do it for all the week name. So let me copy it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. So now let's change the number. First is 0, then it is 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Next to Sunday is Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and last Saturday. Okay. So when the user is typing the number not in this range, for that it is default option. So here when it is not in this list, it is going to be no day. So I'm going to show it as no day and then break. Okay. So let's see whether it is working or not. Okay, I'm giving the number as 0. Show the name of the week number. It is Sunday. So I'm giving it as 3. So what week name it is? Wednesday. I'm giving it as 6. I'm giving it as 6 means the answer is Saturday. If I'm typing the number not in this range, it is no day. So that's it. So one more thing what I want to say here is, so instead of giving each time this text week name dot text, what I can do is I can assign this to a variable name. So let me give it as string, because it is going to hold string value only. String, giving it as name. So here what I can do is, instead of giving each time, I can give it as name. So let me copy it. For all text, that box name dot text, so that you can display it finally in the output. So I have given it wrongly. It is name at last. Okay. So after coming out of switch case, I can assign it to the text box. Text week name dot text equal to that name. Okay. Let's check it once again. 5, it is Friday. That's all. So hope it's clear to you. So this is how you want to use text box to receive the input and to display back the output to the user. Thank you for watching.